Hello everybody, happy May the 9th, 2025 edition. Hope you're having a great Friday. I appreciate you stopping by. First off, the guy in the background, who is it? We're going to play a guessing game this episode. Just going to be a lot of guesses, so stay tuned. And tell me who you think each person is, and I'll be revealing it as we go, but I'll give you a little bit of time to guess. And you tell me in the comments how many you got right. Okay, here we go. The guy in the background. The album. This album is from 1973. Today is this guy's birthday. Who is it? He's known as the Piano Man. If you guessed Billy Joel, you are correct. Today, Mr. Joel turns 76 years old. So happy birthday to Billy Joel. First shout out of this episode, I'd like to shout out DM over at Hockey Stick Talk Nation. And his sticker here is covering another birthday for today. Can you guess who it is? The hockey player. Today is this guy's birthday. If you guessed Steve Yzerman, you're correct. I'm a big Boston Bruins fan, but my second favorite team is the Detroit Red Wings, and Steve Yzerman is one of my favorite non-Bruins players of all time, and today's his birthday, so happy birthday to Steve Yzerman. Okay, back in 1995, Tombstone released this box set of baseball player cards. So we're going to be looking at each card in this set, like I said, back in 1995, and continue guessing. Can you tell me who the player is? And then I'll reveal it as we go along. So here we go. And our second shout out is Tim over at card-neetosportscards and collectibles. So go check his channel out as well. Dan over at Hockey Stick Talk Nation teams up with Incognito every Wednesday and does trivia. Fun times. So go to Incognito's channel, check him out. The link will be in the description. But who is his sticker covering up? This is the first card in this set. Card number 1. It's a 30-player card set, so we'll be looking at 30 different cards. He played at Auburn University, my favorite college team. Was a first baseman. Mr. Frank Thomas. Up next, looks like a pitcher. Who you got? If you guessed David Cone, you are correct. This one may be the toughest one of the set, but he was the 1994 Rookie of the Year with the Kansas City Royals. And if you guess Bob Hamlin, you're correct. Up next, if you know who my favorite team is, that's one of the hints. He was the 1994 Most Valuable Player for the National League. First baseman, one of my all-time favorites, Mr. Jeff Bagwell, back before he started growing all the facial hair. Another pitcher. The hint, he's a Cy Young winner of 1994. Right-handed pitcher. And if you guessed Greg Maddux, you're correct. '94 Rookie of the Year. I really followed this guy along in his career. I really enjoyed watching him play. He played with the Los Angeles Dodgers. And if you guessed Raul Mondesi, you're correct. Did you guess Chili Davis? That's another tough one. Some of these guys I can tell just from far away by their batting stance, and this one I can tell from far away by his batting stance. And the look he's given, he had a certain look about him. A very menacing look, big guy. And if you guessed Cecil Fielder, you are correct. Another guy you can tell who he is just by looking at the swing. Played for the Seattle Mariners, outfielder. Also played for the Cincinnati Reds. Has a nickname of the Kid. If you guessed Ken Griffey Jr., you are correct. Sweet swing. Looks like he's looking for the fences there. And I love these Tombstone cards. What do you want on your tombstone? I love me some pizza. Up next, the pitcher. Who you got? If you guessed Jimmy Key in the pinstripes for the Yankees, you are correct. If you guessed Kenny Lofton, Cleveland Indians, you're correct. He started out with my Houston Astros. I hate the Astros, let him get away. Great speedster. Was fun to watch, Kenny Lofton. This next guy was a great hitter. I remember him from having a long hitting streak. One of the longest hitting streaks ever. We know Ted Williams has the record, but this guy had a long hitting streak. And if you guessed Paul Molitor, you are correct. Of course, these are this is unlicensed products, so you can't see the team name on the cards, on the uniforms, but you can see the number 34 there. And a great hitter that was number 34, played for the Minnesota Twins. You can see the pinstripes. If you guess Kirby Puckett, you are correct. Next guy, number 8. Probably known most for his consecutive game streak. He broke Lou Gehrig's record. For the Baltimore Orioles, Mr. Cal Ripken Jr. We got a catcher next. So far, we've only seen one Astro, Jeff Bagwell, but Kenny Lofton played with the Astros, and this guy played with the Astros at one time. But the catcher, if you guessed Ivan Pudge Rodriguez, you are correct. Kevin Sotzer's a tough one, but if you got it, congratulations, Kevin Sotzer. He played with the Kansas City Royals, but here he's with the Milwaukee Brewers. That swing looks awfully familiar. Nobody really swung like this guy, Ruben Sierra. I love the leg kick. I always enjoyed batters that had the leg kick. Sierra done it. Craig Biggio comes to mind for my Astros. Bo Jackson used to have a high leg kick, but I always enjoyed the timing of the leg kick, watching the players do it. If you guess Mo Vaughn, you are correct. Another leg kick there. Power hitter for the Red Sox, Mo Vaughn, big guy. Here's another guy that was with the Astros at one time. Part of a famous, he had a lot of relatives to play in the majors. Great hitter. If you guessed Moises Alou, you are correct. He had an incident that the Cub fans remember. I won't go into that. Don't want to bring back bad memories for Cubs fans, but he played with the Cubs. They exposed the Astros, but Moises Alou. That's another familiar looking swing. And if you guessed Barry Bonds, you are correct. Outfielder for the Giants, also played for the Pirates. Up next, this may be hard, but if you remember the Florida Marlins when they first began, you probably remember Jeff Conine. Conine the Barbarian. If you got Conine the Barbarian, you pay attention to baseball. Good job. He was fun to watch. You had to tell this guy by his running. And if you guessed Lenny Dykstra, you are correct. Probably only the Mets fans and Phillies fans would have got this one, but maybe more than that, but we'll see. But Lenny Dykstra. If you pay attention, you can see this guy's name on. I guess I ain't got it zoomed in enough, but his name is showing on the back. If you guessed Andres Galarraga, the Big Cat, you are correct. Another familiar looking swing from the 90s. I've already mentioned 2 birthdays. If you guessed Tony Gwynn, you are correct. And the cool thing about Tony Gwynn, I don't think I mentioned this, but Steve Yzerman, today's his birthday, and he played for 22 seasons in the National Hockey League, and all 22 seasons were with the Detroit Red Wings, so he stayed with the same club the whole time, and I admire that. And same is true with Mr. Tony Gwynn. He played for 20 seasons, and all 20 seasons were with the San Diego Padres. He could have left for more money for other clubs, but he stuck with the smaller market Padres, and I admire that. One team for 20 seasons. And today's his birthday. Tony Gwynn. He passed away like 11 years ago, but probably the best hitter during my lifetime that I've seen. One of my favorite players that's not an Astro, Mr. Tony Gwynn. So if you got Tony Gwynn, good job. Up next, number 11 for the Cincinnati Reds. My namesake. I've already told one of my namesakes, Barry Bonds. Here's the other one, Mr. Barry Larkin. If you guessed Fred Crime Dog McGriff on this one, you are correct. Looks like we got another tough one. But if you watched baseball in the 90s, you might have recognized this guy. Orlando Merced for the Pittsburgh Pirates. This next guy has his name on his back. Another reveal. A pitcher, right-handed pitcher. Brett Saberhagen. Next one, number 1. Known for his flips. My fellow Alabamian, Ozzie Smith, looking cool there. Who's number 1? Ozzie is. Great player for the Cardinals back in the day. Also played for the Padres. Last but not least, number 21, Chicago Cubs, Sammy Sosa. Or as Harry Carey used to say, never mind. But I enjoyed watching Sammy, slamming Sammy with the Cubs back in the day. But there you have it. There's the ones you just saw. 30 players. Out of those 30, how many did you get right? And the additional as well. We had Steve Yzerman and Billy Joel. So actually out of 32, how many did you get right? Inquiring mind wants to know. I didn't show the backs of the cards, so I guess I can show those. Down at the bottom, they're numbered, whatever out of 30. This is the last card, so it's 30 out of 30. But there's Sammy. Let's see. I'll show you one more. Tony Gwynn, since today's his birthday. 5/9/1960, so he would have been 65 years old. But there you have it. How did you do on the quiz? But I appreciate everybody for watching, and I hope you have a great day, and God bless you.